It is very simple. If your daughter asks you why she has to go to school, show her this picture. But if your son asks you why he has to go to school, you show him this picture. Public education used to be a good thing. There used to be a lot of great programs and incentives for science, mathematics, arts, and some decent social studies. Every couple of decades, education used to contribute something to humanity, something good and useful. And this decade was not the exception. Or was it? Well, we got the LGBT Pride Month. But seriously, what exactly are kids learning nowadays? Not finishing elementary school was the worst thing that could happen to someone before. But believe me, it's not as bad as getting a PhD in racial and gender studies nowadays. And trust me, getting one of those degrees is not easy at all. As a matter of fact, I don't even know how to explain it in a way that I don't sound heavily under the influence of drugs. But let me try. So it turns out that according to such science about the human gender, it is very likely that you're neither a male nor a female. And most likely you don't even know what you are yet. And I'm not even talking about someone being gay in the closet. No, forget about that. That was back in the Stone Age. Right now, there are more than 60 genders and keep counting. According to such ideology, you could be pansexual per se, and you don't even know. And no, it's not someone who likes pants. Or you could be gender variant or dual spirit. Have you ever considered if you're with your partner because you love your partner or because you don't know yet, but what actually attracts you sexually are trees or animals for that matter, or dead people? Hey, I told you, it is not easy to get a degree in gender studies. It takes a lot of sacrifice. First, you have to be high and on drugs all the time. Then your brain has to completely die and finally become a low-witted leech of society. Here's the thing. What concerns me is that our children haven't even finished elementary school. And in many cases, they haven't even learned to read and write. But they are already being poisoned and contaminated with such corrosive and perverse ideologies. And all in the name of tolerance, brotherhood, democracy, having an open mind, and all those phrases and generalities that are nothing more than self-deception than a reality. This is simple. There are things that cannot and should not be tolerated. Human realities cannot exist without the free participation of the intellect and the will subordinated to the truth. In simple words, it doesn't matter how hard we try to deceive ourselves in the name of tolerance, we are not going to get anywhere, because what is wrong will always be wrong, even if everyone accepts it. I want to be clear about this. Gender ideologies have nothing to do with people with homosexual tendencies or upholding their rights, for that matter. Gender ideologies are perverse political agendas with harmful finalities. What will happen when they intend to legalize pedophilia, necrophilia, and all those forms of bestialities in the name of tolerance and human rights? By the time you want to say no more, it's too late. It will no longer be an option because it will no longer be about tolerance, but about tyranny. Open-mindedness, tolerance, progressiveness, and all those self-deception phrases, in the modern sense, they're nothing but the loss of certitude of reality. And being indifferent about it is not an option either. The indifference to the truth crucified Jesus Christ. There is no such a thing as staying neutral and taking no sides at all. Such position in itself is taking a side. Faith and truth cannot be democratized. Neither the majority nor the minority have any right or reason to prescribe what we can or should believe. A truth or reality prescribed by ourselves is neither a truth nor a reality. And I will leave you with this. The lack of fire and enthusiasm about what is good and just allows evil to spread like pestilence, and that's the tragedy of our times. Say no to modern slavery. Say no to gender ideologies. God made them male and female. Period. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.